Good morning and welcome. I would like to begin by acknowledging that Saskatchewan Polytechnic is situated on Treaty 4 and Treaty 6 territories and the ancestral lands of the Cree, Saulteaux, Dene, Dakota, Lakota, and Nakota peoples, and the homeland of the Métis. My name is Allison Zur, Program Head for the Women in Trades and Technology program at Saskatchewan Polytechnic. I'm also an RSE BSE welder, RSE metal fabricator, and Level 1 weld inspector. I've spent nearly a decade working in industry for custom steel fabrication shops. This, aside from schooling, is where I've gained knowledge and experience welding on fabricating projects for the oil and gas, oil sands, utilities, and various mining industries. I have the pleasure of being your MC today. I want to welcome you all here. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy days to travel to be here with us. Thank you for those students who've taken time aside from class to be here. And thank you for those of us joining in via live stream. Also, one mention, in the very unlikely event that we need fire exit, in case of emergency, will be to head out the person door just at by the man door here in the shop. We'll head through the parking lot and meet at muster point G, as in a good safe distance away. My role at Saskatchewan Polytechnic is to increase awareness of and promote careers in the trades and technology for women in Saskatchewan. Our goal is to inspire and encourage the next generation of women and girls to consider careers in male-dominated industries, address barriers that may limit women in accessing trades and technology careers, and ultimately bridge the employment gap between men and women. Women account for 47% of the Canadian labor force, but represent only 5% of the most in-demand trades across Canada. With program support, we are hoping to change the face of the industry, the reason we are here today. I would like to call upon Jim Corman, President and CEO of Orano, Canada, to make our special announcement today.
Thanks, Allison. What a great role model for this program. A female welder, that's outstanding. Great to be here this morning. Love to come into a shop that smells like fresh cut lumber. It takes me back to working in my dad's lumber yard, and nothing but good memories. Working with your hands is a really rewarding trade and profession. As we gather here, Allison mentioned it here in SIAS, here SAS Polytech. Sorry, I go back a little ways. We're in Treaty 4 territory, but Orano has operations in Treaty 6, Treaty 8, and Treaty 10 territory, and home of the Métis, and we want to pay our respects to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this land in the spirit of reconciliation and collaboration, and reaffirm our relationship and commitment to working in partnership with Indigenous peoples. Want to acknowledge in the room, Larry is here with us today, and we're glad to be participating in this. We also thank all the teachers and students that have come out to participate and listen to our announcement as well. As introduced, I'm Jim Corman. I'm the CEO of Orano, Canada. We are a uranium mining company that's globally based, but have an operation here in Saskatchewan for the last 50 plus years, working in northern Saskatchewan on exploration and operations, mining and milling operations. We have about 420 employees in Saskatchewan, 300 of them working at our mine at McLean Lake in northern Saskatchewan. Orano is committed to making a difference in the communities where we operate through targeted donation programs. such as this. In the north, we typically do this through our defined collaboration benefit agreements that we have with Indigenous peoples in the communities of the north. Outside of the north, we look at contributions to programs where we can support community development programs that support education or healthcare initiatives. This is a great example and fits our goals perfectly in terms of supporting the community and also at the end of the day, hopefully supporting some of our goals and ambitions as a company as well. We received an initial outreach for this program in 2021, and over the last year have turned it into an agreement which will serve the Sask Poly students in the WIT program. I guess it's what we're calling it, is Women in Technology and Trades, WIT, for the next decade. And as I said, hopefully support some of our own labor needs in the future. So today I'm announcing a $1 million investment for the Sask Polytechnic Women in Trades and Technology programs to be dispersed over the course of the next 10 years. With this significant donation, we're confident that the money will support trades training, mentorship, and hands-on learning for women wanting to enter into the trades. It'll increase the awareness and promote training opportunities for women in trades in Saskatchewan, across the province, in the north, leading to increased female participation and enrollment in the trades. WIT, powered by Orano, will reach new rural and remote communities with its programming. We will also support an annual scholarship rewarding excellence in the trades as a way to continue to motivate and support students. There's just an easy adjustment on this. I can figure that out. I'm an engineer, I can figure that out. Possibly. I'm also excited that Orano will build a relationship with the students enrolled in this program, and certainly we encourage you to consider employment opportunities in the mining industry, and particularly at one of our operations in northern Saskatchewan. Why this program? There's so many reasons why I'm proud of where we're at in terms of gender diversity and equity and parity. We're over 50% women working in our Saskatoon office. But as mentioned by Allison earlier, certainly we've got lower numbers of females working in our trades and in our mining operation in northern Saskatchewan, where we're around 15% female employees. Here from Saskatoon, we've got some of our senior leaders, female senior leaders that we've got in Orano, Canada. Tammy and Coralie and Carrie and Stacy are from our Orano team, and they're representative of the diversity that we want to achieve in all of our operations, both in Saskatoon and at our mine sites. We're part of a much bigger group. Orano is headquartered in Paris and has set its own internal targets of increasing the number of women in senior roles by 10% annually between now and 2025. So we want to encourage and be part of that change here in Saskatchewan. At McLean Lake, we often use the phrase make or buy when it comes to resource issues. In this case, we're investing in the professionals at Sask Polytechnic to develop the best women in trades for operations such as ours. We have worked well with Sask Poly over the years on specific programs such as this, or on the Computer Lab Capital Project. And we're excited to continue to build on that and see what the next 10 years can yield, not only for Orano, but for the mining industry and women in trades overall. Thank you for partnering with us on this program, and best wishes to the teachers and the students who will make WIT, powered by Orano, a great success. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. I now call upon Dr. Larry Rosia, President and CEO of Saskatchewan Polytechnic, to say a few words.
Well, thank you, Allison. And did we get this mic figured out yet? It's kind of a tricky thing here. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, I guess. It's still morning, right? What a great morning, and what a great venue to have an event like this. Similar to you, Jim, I did have a father that did a lot of woodwork. And other than the kitchen table, we have great conversations. Some of my most memorable conversations were working in the wood shop with my dad and the smell of wood. So again, when I walk into a shop like this, it brings back a lot of nice, warm memories. And what a better place to have an event like this in a place where full of warm memories. Certainly welcome everyone, and with all of our events, we like to bring Indigenous greetings, so Tuau Hawani Tenchi Atlanate, and I do want to acknowledge that we're having this great event on Treaty 6 territory, which are the ancestral lands of the Cree, the Saulteaux, Dene Dakota, Lakota, Nakota peoples, and the traditional homeland of the Métis. Big shout out to Jim for being here today. Kelly Block, MLA, Saskatoon, Carleton Trail. Kelly, thank you for joining us this morning as well. Glenn, great to see you as well. The last time we spoke was on the golf course, I think, and I didn't have a good day, so I didn't stick around afterwards, but great to see you again. Our students, how many students do we have here today? Just a wave of a hand. That's what we're here for, our students. So thank you for being out here today, and certainly our fantastic faculty and staff that are joining us this morning. Great to have everyone here. This is a great day for Saskatchewan Polytechnic and our students, and I want to begin by thanking Orano Canada for their most generous donation and for the transformational impact it will have on expanding the WIT programming at our institution. As I mentioned earlier, it is a great day, and this is absolutely tremendous. So everyone, please join me in thanking Orano for this wonderful gift. Thanks, Jim. You know, one of the pressing issues that I hear time and time again in the conversations I have and reading, one of the greatest issues right now facing industry and companies throughout North America and indeed the world is the challenge of finding skilled and talented qualified labor. In many jurisdictions, unemployment is at an all-time low, and I think in Saskatchewan it's hovering around 4% right now. In fact, the latest regional labor market demand dashboard shows that there are approximately 169,000 vacant positions in Saskatchewan. Of those 169,000, 52% of them are for jobs with higher skilled jobs, higher skilled trades. And the lack of skilled workers was something that we were watching and hearing about even before COVID pandemic hit, which only exacerbated the problem. The labor squeeze is especially noticeable in the trades. And the Canadian Apprenticeship Forum just forecasted 256,000 new apprentices will be needed over the next 5 years across Canada. I mentioned these figures this morning to make a point, an important point, which is that partnerships and gifts like this very, very generous donation that we celebrate today are so critical to addressing the trades gap and reducing barriers. Jim, what Orano is doing is making an investment in our future. It's an incredible important investment too. Because an investment in WIT will not only help narrow the trades gap, it'll also promote diversity in the trades. And encouraging diverse talent from underrepresented groups including women, people with disabilities, newcomers to Canada, Indigenous peoples, and visible minorities to join trades and technology programs also improves companies' abilities to develop unique solutions to very complex problems. And this is what WIT is all about. Ensuring that our workforce has the diversity and talent to keep companies like Orano competitive in the global environment. In recognition of this generous gift, the Women in Trades and Technology program will now be named WIT Powered by Orano. At Saskatchewan Polytechnic, thank you. I like that, that's got a nice ring to it. WIT Powered by Orano. At Saskatchewan Polytechnic, we foster an open and inclusive environment that embraces diversity. This enables us to honor, to learn from, to work with, and to support each other as one big team. It is our hope and our belief that those who learn with us, our students, will take this with them with their jobs, to their jobs in their workplaces across our great province, across the country, and around the world. I want to thank everyone at Orano Canada for your gift and for your investment today, and thank you for making a difference. And I'll turn the floor back over to Alison. Thank you, Alison.
Thank you, Dr. Rosia, and again, thank you, Jim. This significant contribution from Orano Canada will enable us to expand Sask Polytech's WIT programming to support our female students in meeting their education and career goals. This partnership will open up doors to women interested in trades and apprenticeship training across the province, provide expanded mentorship outreach, and offer the supports to help ensure successful outcomes. I would like to take a moment to recognize the students enrolled in our WIT programming here at the Saskatoon campus, many of whom are in attendance today. I would like to now introduce Kyra Stephanic, one of our WIT students, to talk about the impact on her experience at Saskatchewan Polytechnic. Kyra is a Year 2 apprentice who is currently working in industry as a carpenter. Kyra, please share your story with us.
Good morning, everyone. As Alison said, my name is Kyra Stephanic, and I'm very honored to be here today. I started to propel towards my trade journey in 2020. I actually had a career in the heritage sector, but when the museum that I was working at closed for COVID and then closed forever, I was on the hunt for something new. I kept seeing journeyman carpenter job opportunities and started my research. I spoke with carpenters within the heritage sector. I Googled career options. I connected with various Sask Polytech faculty while I decided if this was the path for me. I learned early on that everyone's trade journey looked very differently. I was accepted into the shockproofing carpentry program at Sask Polytech and found myself seated in the pre-employment program January of 2022. I didn't know what to expect heading into trade school. The learning model is set up differently than the traditional post-secondary schools I was familiar with. And there was so much completely unfamiliar terminology I had to learn, and I had a lot of questions for my Sask Polytech instructors. They were very patient with me. And luckily, my time in the shop prepared me for my time in industry. I discovered that building construction was just large-scale art forms I had been privileged to create in my arts and heritage career. The opportunities for learning in first-year carpentry are endless, and I found my horizons expanded as I worked with new materials and created a variety of projects. I connected with the women in trades and technologies very early on in the semester, as they provide support, mentoring, and continued information during your time at school. I also had opportunity to assist WIT in the shop as a student ambassador during some of their weekend programming. It has been rewarding being able to be in the shop in multiple capacities and helping others learn confidence within carpentry. I am now working in the industry, with every day being a continued learning opportunity. I find it amazing, since I have joined the trades, how many people, when they find out that I'm in carpentry, mention a niece or a friend's daughter who is a journeyman plumber or electrician or carpenter. It's comforting to know that there are other women out there pursuing non-traditional careers. When I first started out working in industry, I had people driving past the job site and rolling their windows down to chat with me about the project, or clients that have quizzed me about carpentry and the trades so that they can tell their daughters. Being out in the field allows me to continue to share information about the trades and encourage them to reach out to organizations like Women in Trades and Technologies. My time in the industry has only made me more eager to learn more, and I look forward to returning to Sask Polytech to continue my schooling. I want to leave you with 3 quotes that I have learned since I started my trade journey. My coworkers love to share little bits of wisdom with me. The first is, confidence is key. And the other one is, when in doubt, trust yourself. And lastly, first you get good, then you get fast, then you get good and fast. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyra. Thank you for sharing your journey at Sask Polytech. Thank you for your contributions to our programming and to help others build confidence in themselves as well. This concludes today's events. I want to thank Orano Canada for their tremendous donation in support for female students through the Women in Trades and Technology programming, as well as their commitment to an annual scholarship. Today's donation will help build a diverse, inclusive, and qualified workforce for Saskatchewan's industry. I invite the media in attendance to reach out to Brianna Bergeron, communications strategist with Sask Poly, who will arrange interviews with Orano Canada, Dr. Rosia, as well as our student representative. Please join us for the networking opportunity to follow. Thank you everyone for attending. I hope everyone has a great day and travels safe. Thank you so much.
We don't have a bag full of cash. I got a really big check.